everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Kayla, and if you're interested in lifestyle videos sprinkled with magic, then go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I am so excited for today's video because we are finally doing a favorites video. I'm going to be sharing with you guys all of my favorite skincare, makeup products, just everything, and it has been a while since I've done a favorites video. The last favorites video I did was in the summer of 2023, so this is long overdue, but I'm gonna stop talking so we can get into it because I have a lot to share with you guys. So first, I'm going to be sharing with you guys all of my beauty favorites, and I actually have a few skincare products to share with you guys. So the first product is my Tower 28 Daily Barrier Recovery Cream. I have absolutely been loving this moisturizer. It's pretty much been my everyday daily moisturizer, and I put it on after washing my face in the morning, and it just leaves my skin feeling so hydrated. It soaks into my skin, and it's a nice cream moisturizer, so I don't want to waste so much product, but it looks like that, and I have just absolutely been loving it. It doesn't have any fragrance. It's supposed to be really, really good for eczema, and it's supposed to be really good on gentle skin. So if you have been looking for a moisturizer, then I highly would recommend you guys try this out because it is an absolutely great product. The only thing I will say about this though is that I do wish it came in a bigger size. Like, this is only 1.86 fluid ounces, and I have repurchased it. This is my second bottle, and I just need more of it. So Tower 28, if you're listening, please make a bigger size of this moisturizer. I need it. And I also want to try their SOS spray. I feel like that'll be really good to prep your skin for makeup, but overall can't recommend this moisturizer enough. Next, I wanted to talk about my go-to sunscreen, and I have been loving the Beauty of Joseon Relief Sun Rice and Probiotics SPF 50, and I am all about SPF. I wear SPF every single day on my face because we gotta protect our skin, and I want to just make sure it looks nice and youthful as long as possible. I know it's definitely really hyped on skincare TikTok, but I definitely think it's worth the hype. After I put on my moisturizer, I put this on, and it goes on so smoothly. I feel like it actually moisturizes my skin and leaves my skin feeling really plump, and it's just really comfortable to wear, and it also has SPF in it, so it's just a really, really great product. If you guys are interested in purchasing this product and trying it out for yourself, just beware of where you buy it from, because I know sometimes on Amazon they do have some counterfeit sellers. So I actually bought this from Beauty of Joseon directly on their website, and this combo right here just I feel like makes my skin look so good, and it actually keeps my skin moisturized. So I've been loving this combo right here. Next, I have a nighttime skincare product, and it is the Paula's Choice Exfoliate Skin Perfecting 2% BHA Liquid Exfoliant. And I recently went to get a facial a few months ago, and I told her that one of my problems with my skin was my huge pores. Like, that's one of my biggest insecurities, but she recommended that I used a toner, and I actually already had this in my collection, but then I didn't use it as much because I thought it was just too harsh, and I picked it up again, and I have absolutely been loving it. I definitely notice a difference in my skin texture, and it is also doing a really good job at minimizing my pores. It's a little bit more of an abrasive toner because it is an exfoliant, but after I use this, I make sure I put on a serum and an essence to really hydrate my skin after the exfoliant does its magic. And I've been using this about like every other day, like every 2 to 3 days, and I think it's really made a difference in my skin, so I highly would recommend. And I even picked up a bigger size because it's just been a staple in my nighttime skincare routine. Moving on to my makeup favorites. So the first thing that I wanted to share with you guys is my Fenty Beauty Eavesdrop Blur and Smooth Tint Stick, and I absolutely love this. I'm wearing it as my base today, and this was recommended by Whitney Simmons. I see her use this pretty much every single time she does her makeup on her TikTok, so I was like, I need to try it for myself, and I love it. It just leaves my skin looking so nice and has such a great finish to it, but it doesn't look too cakey, but you can also build it up. And I actually really like how it's a stick foundation because I literally just glide some of it on my face and then blend it in with my makeup puff, and again, it just makes my skin look so nice. It's a really easy and compact product that I have been absolutely loving, so I highly would recommend you guys try it out. I actually want to try the liquid foundation as well, but I do really love the stick foundation, and I have the shade 8, I believe. So if you guys have a similar skin tone to me, then you guys might want to try out this color, but I've been loving it. Shout out to you, Rihanna. This is such a good foundation. The next makeup favorite I have to share with you guys is the e.l.f. Camo Liquid Blush in the shade Pinky Promise, and it is actually what I'm wearing on my cheeks today, and it's just a really pretty pink color, and it gives your skin such a nice flush of pink, obviously, and I am a blushaholic, like gorgeous girls always over blush, so when I saw this, I knew I had to try it. I did a first impressions on my TikTok about it, and that first impressions was wild because it just looked like I looked like a clown, but I finally figured out how to apply it correctly where it looks like nice and pretty. So basically what I do is I put some on the back of my hand first and then use a blush brush to put it on my cheeks, and it just gives such a pretty finish, and I love the pigmentation. Like, in my first impressions, I looked like a clown because it was too pigmented, but now that I figured out how to use it, I feel like you could get a really pretty flush without using too much product, so it just doesn't feel so heavy and cakey on your face, and it just looks really pretty. Like, I'm wearing it today. I absolutely love it, and it's under $8, so you literally cannot go wrong with this. I also picked this up in the shade Berry Well that I really like, and I know a lot of people compare these blushes to the Rare Beauty blush, but the Rare Beauty blush is definitely a more natural finish, whereas these blushes are way more pigmented and it's a little bit more of a glam look. So I really like it, and I feel like you can't go wrong with an $8 blush. Like, it's just so good. The next makeup products that I have to share with you guys are two lippies. I have been on a lippy kick. I have so many lippies, but the first is the Summer Fridays Lip Butter Balm in the shade Iced Coffee. This is like what I pretty much used all throughout like November, December, like pretty much all of like the Burr months. I was using Summer Fridays Iced Coffee, and I'm so sad. Like, I've been really trying to minimize how much I use this because I haven't seen this like on the Sephora website. I picked this up, I believe, in one of their holiday sets, and pretty much have been wearing it ever since. It gives a really nude pinky tint, and it leaves your lips feeling really moisturized, and I like to just wear it with like a lip liner and this, and then I'm pretty much good to go for the day. Here is a little bit of the color, if you guys could see that. But I also really like the applicator on this. Like, I just think it fits the curvature of like your lips so much, and it just glides on. Like, I love this so much. The thing that gets me is like when I open it, it actually smells like coffee, kind of like a caramel coffee. I don't know, but it just smells so good, and I'm so sad because this is my favorite shade of the Summer Fridays lip balm. But I feel like this was limited edition because I haven't been able to find it ever since then. Like, I've looked on the Sephora website, and I've also looked on the Summer Fridays website, and I haven't seen it again, so I've just been trying to savor the last bits of this because I've used this to death. Like, I've used this to death, but it is just so good, and I love this so much. I do have a few other colors, but I've really just been attached to this one, so I wanted to share it in today's video. The next favorite is actually a newer favorite, but it is the Haus Labs PhD Hybrid Lip Glaze. So this is supposed to be a 4-in-1 product, and it's supposed to be a lip balm, a lip oil, a lip gloss, and a lip tint. And there has definitely been a lot of lip tints or like lip oils that have come out recently, and I think this might be my favorite. It's honestly between this one and the Tower 28 lip balm, but overall I've just been wearing this a lot more. It is a plumper, but it doesn't feel uncomfortable, and it leaves a really nice sheen on your lips, and it doesn't feel too sticky, and it's a really nice pretty like pinky mauve color, and I'm wearing it right now, but I'll put some on the back of my lips. But I just love it. Like, it's really pigmented, and it leaves your lips moisturized, and I don't actually know if it actually plumps my lips, but I don't know, you tell me. But overall, I've been loving this product, and I've been wearing it ever since I tried it, and it's just been living in my purse because it's so good. So I highly would recommend you guys try out the Haus Labs Lip Glaze. Those were all of my beauty favorites that I wanted to share with you guys. Moving on to my clothing favorites. The first thing that I wanted to share with you guys is this sweater that I'm actually wearing. It is from Princess Polly, and I just love it. It is so cozy. I've pretty much just been wearing it all winter. Like, I probably wear this like repeatedly repeatedly, and especially because I work from home, I tend to honestly just like wear crew necks and hoodies all the time, but sometimes I want to look a little bit more put together, so I'll throw on the sweater, and it is just so comfortable, and it's a neutral color, so you can wear it with like a lot of different things, and you could just wear it with jeans, you could wear it with a skirt, and it honestly kind of reminds me of like a Rory Gilmore sweater. Like, this is something that she would definitely wear, and I'm here for it, but I absolutely love it. I believe I got it in a size medium large, and it's just like the perfect oversized fit, and I love it so much. The next fashion favorite that I want to share with you guys is the necklace that I'm wearing, and it is the Cartier Love necklace, and I actually picked it up on my recent trip to Hawaii, and I also made sure I got it extended right away, and I got it back in 3 to 4 weeks, I want to say, but I feel like this has just been the perfect addition to my fine jewelry collection. I can layer it with a few different pieces and it looks really cute, and overall I feel like it's just pretty minimal, and I really love it. I've been wearing it a lot and it just looks so cute. And the only thing that I will say is, I don't know if it's just me, but sometimes like the clasp is like a little bit tricky, but overall I've really been loving it. Like, I love how it looks on. I think it's so cute, and you guys know I love gold jewelry, so this was just like the perfect addition. The other fashion favorite that I want to share with you guys is this sweater that my friend Marissa actually gave me for Christmas. I've been wearing this sweater so much, especially sometimes when I don't want to wear a Disney sweater. I've been wearing this sweater. The reason I love it so much is because it's just so soft and comfortable and cozy. Like, it's just a really thick cotton material, and it feels so cozy and soft on, and I love wearing it. And honestly, I feel like empathy is probably one of my favorite words, because I feel like you should always have empathy for others. I love it so much, and this sweater is from the Mayfair group, so shout out to you, Marissa, for getting me this sweater, because I've been loving it. The next fashion favorite I have to share with you guys, I was definitely influenced by TikTok to buy, but it is so good, I'm including it in my favorites, and it is the Lululemon Define cropped jacket. And I just got it in a black color, and I've just been wearing this all the time. Like, I wear it to Legree, I wear it running, and I got it in a size 8, and it just fits me really nice, and I feel like it really accentuates like your curves, makes your booty look good. I especially have been loving it because it is sweat wicking, and so it absorbs my sweat, and your girl sweats a lot, so it's just been really good for when I'm running or when I do Legree, like I said earlier. And overall, I feel really good in this jacket, and I feel like when you feel good in an article of clothing, it's worth it. So I've been loving this. I also want to get it in another color because it's just so good, but I definitely would recommend. I have a few shoes that I want to share with you guys. The first are these pair of Crocs, and I just think these are so cute. They have Mickey and Minnie on them, and it's a really pretty snow scene, and this is from the recent Homestead collection that they did on Shop Disney, and I honestly think that the Homestead collection is one of my favorite collections ever because it's just so cute. Like, I don't know why, but like I love winter Disney things like Mickey and Minnie skiing or like them ice skating. I just think that's so cute. So I've been wearing these a lot, and they're just really comfortable and cozy, and they're just so cute, so we love. Another shoe favorite that I want to mention that I've been wearing all winter are the Tasman Uggs, and these are the chestnut color, I think, and I've pretty much just been wearing these like all the time because I can't always wear Crocs. And I've been wearing these to Legree. I've pretty much been wearing them whenever I go out to run errands, and they're just so comfortable, so warm and cozy, and just like perfect for the winter time, and I love them. That was all of my fashion favorites. Now moving on to my random favorites that just like don't really have a category. So the first random favorite that I want to share with you guys is running, and I never thought I would say that, but I have actually been loving running. Like, Matthew got me into running like a few months ago, and I just love how I felt after running. Like, the endorphins hit, and I feel like it's really good for my heart, and I just feel really active. And I also feel like running has just been a really good exercise for me to do in combination with Legree, so it's like cardio and strength training, so I've just been loving it. I've been trying to run at least like 1 to 2 times a week, and I've only been running around 2 miles, and I have it in my head that I want to train for a 10K later this year, so I will update you guys. I will say, like, I never just thought I would be a runner because I always hated running. I always just thought it wasn't for me, but I just love how I feel after, and I also feel like having the right pace really helps. Like, I think before when I run, I would try to just like run as fast as I can, but to run longer distances, I really just have to like keep my pace so it just feels doable and it feels like I'm breathing and I'm not gassing out so quick. And I also have been loving just like running in the appropriate gear. Like, having comfortable shoes has been a really important thing for me, and like having the correct running gear, and of course having a good playlist. Like, overall after running I just feel really, really good. So who knows, I could be running a 10K and like maybe a half marathon later, I don't know, we'll see. The next favorite I want to share with you guys is actually an app, and it is called Laps, and it's basically like a digital film camera. My best friend Celeste actually recommended that I try Laps, and I feel like I got like a few invitations before, but I just like never knew what it was about. But now that I'm on it, I love it. Like I said, it's like a digital film camera, and you can kind of create your own little profile and add music to it, and it also compiles like a monthly diary. So I've been loving it. I think it's just a really cute and different form of social media, so I've been really loving Laps. And then I also have like a few random tech favorites that I wanted to share with you guys. The first thing was actually a recommendation from my friend Christina, but it is this tripod, and it's just been so good for travel because it's so compact. So like when I'm out vlogging, I can hold my camera like on the tripod, and it also like extends. So I used this on my trip in Hawaii, and it was really good like when I set my camera down, but it was just like a little too low, so I would just extend the tripod and then it would sit like comfortably on the table here and then get a good angle. So I've really been liking this tripod. I will link this in my Amazon storefront if you guys are interested. And then the next tech favorite is actually something that I'm using right now. It is these two lights that I've been using for whenever I film my videos, and especially in the winter months when it gets really dark so early, I was like, oh my gosh, like I can't film, like I can't do makeup looks or anything. But ever since I got these lights, they have been so practical and have just given me such good lighting. Like, can you guys tell? Like, let me know how you guys like the lighting. But overall, the lights are so bright, and you can also adjust like the warmth, so it can be like more like bright lights, or it can be a little more yellow lights, and then you can also dim them a little bit as well. So this has just honestly been really good for my filming setup. And if you guys are interested in compact lights that are not like those like big box lights, then definitely check out my Amazon storefront for these as well. Those were all of my random favorites, but moving on to my media entertainment favorites. The first favorite that I wanted to share with you guys is actually a book. I don't have it with me because I read it on my Kindle, but it is Love in Other Words by Christina Lauren, and I absolutely loved this book. I got through it pretty fast, and then just like the story, like the plot line is so good. Like, it is about a girl who lives in the Bay Area, and then she reconnects with one of her old loves, and there's just like so much story that happens in between that's just like whoa, and it's basically just about them reconnecting. So hopefully that didn't spoil too much of it, but either way, I really love this book. Like, her writing is really good, and you just get so emotionally invested, so I highly would recommend Love in Other Words. I have a few TV shows that I wanted to share with you guys. The first one is Ekko, and I honestly was just really pleasantly surprised by the series, and I think they did a really, really good job at telling this story. I honestly just wasn't really excited about Ekko from seeing her in the Hawkeye series, and I wasn't super crazy about the Hawkeye series, but they did such a good job with Ekko. I think how they jumped back and forth helped them tell the story so well, and there was just like a lot of like nuanced characters, and it was just something so different than Marvel has ever done before, so I really, really liked it. And I think they just did a really good job about like combining the storytelling, but then also combining that with like all of the traditional superhero scenes that you would see. And I also just think it's a really beautiful story of like how they were able to tell the indigenous history, and also how they were able to shed some light on the deaf experience. And I feel like having a deaf superhero and like a disabled superhero on a big stage like that is so impactful, and just like a really positive step in the right direction, because I feel like deaf stories are not always told, or they're just not as common, and I feel like they just did a really good job. So overall, I really liked Ekko, and I'm really excited to see where her storyline goes in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. The other two shows that I want to share with you guys are definitely like for adults only, because like they're really gory and they have like a lot of action in them. But the first show that I want to share with you guys is The Brother's Son, and this was on Netflix, and I thought the series was so good. I finished it so fast. I was like on the edge of my seat every single time, and I think they just did such a good job of like combining comedy with like all of this action, and it was also just like a really beautiful story about family. So I highly would recommend, and I feel like how they ended the series was a really good ending, but then I'm also really excited to see what's next and like how they kind of move into this next phase of the character's life. And Michelle Yeoh was in it, and I feel like you just can't go wrong with her because she's absolutely amazing. And I also really love the two brothers that they put in the series. So overall, I really would recommend The Brother's Son. I thought it was so good. The next show that I want to share with you guys is Griselda, and I watched this on Netflix as well, and I went through the show so fast. And it is basically about a drug lord who is a woman, and it was just so crazy. And it's basically about this lady who moves to Miami and builds out her whole entire like drug empire there, and like the character development is absolutely crazy in this show, and it's really cool to see how much of an impact that this woman made and like how much of a business she really made and like hustled her way to the top. And I also really liked it like aesthetically, like the music choices, the cinematography was just really, really good, and also the acting was absolutely amazing. Like Sofia Vergara was in it, and she played the main character, and I think this is actually the first show that I've really seen her in. Like I didn't watch Modern Family, but I really liked seeing her in this role and just like taking on such a serious part. So overall, I really, really liked it, and I highly would recommend. Overall, I've just really been impressed with Netflix. Like The Brother's Son and Griselda, they both were so good, and I feel like this is why Netflix was like the trailblazer in the streaming industry. So you go, Netflix. And I'm almost done. I just have two music favorites that I just want to share with you guys. The first one is Renee Rapp, and I am obsessed with her. Like I'm definitely in my Renee Rapp era. I saw her in Mean Girls, and I just think that she is so incredibly talented. Like her vocal range is insane, and I also just really love how she's so authentic to who she is as a person. But I've really been liking her music. Like I really liked Too Well and Tummy Hurts, and of course I love It's Not My Fault with Megan Thee Stallion. So if you guys haven't listened to Renee Rapp yet, then definitely check her out. I would play like songs for you guys, but I don't want to get copyrighted, so just definitely check out Renee Rapp. Overall, I love Renee Rapp so much, and I'm just really excited to see where she takes her career next. The next favorite I want to share with you guys is Beyonce, and I'm obsessed with her. Like she's my new favorite country artist, and I'm not even sure if I'm really crazy about country that much, but Beyonce dropped Texas Hold'em and 16 Carriages as part of Renaissance Part 2. Definitely listen to Texas Hold'em and 16 Carriages if you haven't already. I love Beyonce. She's just really stood the test of time, and she's always just elevating herself. So I'm really excited to see where this Renaissance Part 2 goes, where Beyonce takes country music. So I'm obsessed with Beyonce, like forever a Beyonce girly. And the next music favorite that I want to share with you guys is SZA. I've been obsessed with Saturn. It is so good. Like definitely listen to it if you haven't already, but I added it to my Spotify playlist, and it's just so good. Like I really, really, really loved her SOS album. Like she was actually my favorite artist of 2023. So I'm really excited to see what else is on the Lana album, or like the Lana album. I know like Saturn was the first track from there, but overall I just have been loving SZA lately. I highly regret that I didn't see her at Outside Lands, but next time she comes, I will see her. And that pretty much wraps up all of my winter favorites. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'm so excited that I finally shared all of these new favorites with you guys, because it's been a long time. But if you guys have any favorites that you guys want me to check out, then like please let me know, because your girl is always looking for new music, new clothes, new skincare, new makeup. Just give me all of the favorites down below. But I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up this video because I feel like I have been talking for so long and I need to rest my voice. But if you guys liked this video and you guys want to see more favorites videos, then be sure to give this video a thumbs up. Let me know down below if you guys have any recommendations of things that I should check out, and be sure to hit that subscribe button so you never miss a video from me. Let's stay connected. Follow me on my socials. They're both just Kayla's Ever After. I hope you guys are having an amazing day. I love you guys so much, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!